Dean Legge and Matt DeBary, Georgia burying Matt DeBary. Mississippi State 31-3.
Yeah.
Zamir White was here tonight to take me through the recruiting report from Dawg Post.
Recruiting report. It does not get much bigger than this when you talk about different prospects here. Of course, Justin Fields was here, the 5-star quarterback. I'm really starting to like Georgia's chances more and more.
Is that right?
With Justin Fields. I've been saying for months, Florida State, but at this point, it's really hard to see him anywhere else. He's been on campus a number of times. He felt so comfortable out here with his family, talked to all the coaches, all the recruits love him. He was taking pictures with everyone. Just seemed very, very comfortable out there. Jamari Sawyer was speaking with the coaches for a long time. Zamir White came and talked to James Cook, 4-star running back target that they're trying to get. So it definitely seemed like a big family out here on the sidelines before the game. So lots of big recruits out here, and in 2019 also.
You know, so Georgia will I mean, I don't know how they're not going to be a top 10 team. I think mathematically they have to be now. But you know, everybody talks about when they get big wins. Well, now they've won. I mean, Notre Dame is burying State. I said he's buried twice. Yeah. They've got some big wins now. I mean, the Notre Dame game was a big win. I mean, obviously, this is as lopsided a win over a ranked team Georgia's had. I can't remember.
Has anyone stopped Nick Fitzgerald like that, like this Georgia defense has?
Oh, I'm sure somebody did. I mean, I'm sure Alabama did. But, I mean, I'm not surprised by that.
Yeah.
But anyway, my point being that if you're a recruit and you see all this, you know, the people always say, oh, well, they need some big wins. All right, well, you got 2 big wins now. They need momentum or whatever. I mean, if they don't win the East, I just don't know.
Yeah, the atmosphere was great, too, and I think that's what these recruits are looking at more than anything, more than the wins or the loss. But this place was rocking, especially in that first quarter. I mean, it was pretty loud here, and the atmosphere was great. I don't think the recruits could have asked for a better atmosphere for a big-time game like this.
So, to review, Cook, Fields, Zeus, Saylor.
James Cook was here. Owen Popo was here. A lot of 2019 guys. Trevon Walker, who I think is an absolute stud, defensive tackle out of Upson Lee. I think he could be a 5-star guy. He was here. Nolan Smith was here. A lot of people think Nolan Smith might be flipping to Clemson, but he looked very much like a strong Georgia commit out here, grabbing photos with everyone, talking to all the Georgia commits already. Felt very at home with Nolan Smith. So lots and lots of stars out here tonight, recruiting-wise. So it was big.
And now they'll go to Rocky Top, and a lot of Georgia kids play for the Vols. Nigel Warrior, Abernathy. I'm sure I'm forgetting several of them, but
those are 2 big ones, though.
Yeah, they were a big deal for sure. What, you know, when you go on the road for a couple weeks, they'll play in Knoxville, they'll play in Nashville, then they'll come back for probably the worst team in the SEC for the last few years, Missouri.
Missouri's bad.
So where do you go from here if you're Kirby? With this, I mean, nothing's happened yet with Fields that we know of.
I think a lot of this was big behind the scenes. I don't think Georgia picked up a verbal public commitment today, but it wouldn't surprise me at all if a couple guys told Kirby, you know, after the game, before the game, hey, you know, I'm ready to be a Bulldog, just don't want to make it public just yet. But this was huge. I am not expecting this type of turnout for Missouri or.
Well, I am. I don't think people care anymore. Are you talking about the kids?
The recruits, yeah, recruits. I don't think there'll be as many recruits as there were tonight, because tonight was just crazy. They were all over the place. So tonight was big, and I think it's big behind the scenes. Maybe not a public commitment tonight. I think a few people might have expected that, but behind the scenes, tonight was huge. I think big win for Georgia and Kirby when it comes to recruiting tonight.
He was in an exceptionally good mood for Kirby. In a roundabout way, apologizing for something that I don't know if it was an apology, but anyway, he was in a very good mood at the press conference. For sure.
They played great. I think this was the most complete Georgia win against a good team in quite a while. The defense looked legit. The offense felt like it got into a rhythm a little bit. I thought the offensive line opened up a lot of holes for these backs. I thought they protected well, and you know, the linebackers were all over the place. I mean, that defense was flying around. You know, the defensive backs made a couple interceptions, so they're forcing turnovers. They're getting stops on 3rd down. This team looks like it's really clicking right now, heading into Knoxville. I know Tennessee's not that great, but that's always a tough place to play. So they're feeling good. I mean, I think Kirby's feeling good. This team is feeling good right now, and they just got to keep that going. And recruiting's going well.
I just wonder, you know, if Fields doesn't go to Florida State in the next couple of weeks and he's back for Mizzou, and then, you know, Zamir White, I saw him. He was definitely having fun. Saylor, I mean, You know, you get Saylor and you get Fields, that's 3 top 10 kids right there. And I don't think anyone else in the country can do that. Clemson's got 2, but I don't think they can get a 3rd.
Right. And Trey Hill was here also, but I mean, yeah, all those 5 stars on offense. It was good for Georgia to show these guys that while they were here and put up some points early and get into a rhythm. So that went a long way.
All right, Matt. I'm sure people will be reading your report on Dawg Post. Catch us next week in Neyland Stadium.